Hey guys, what's going on? This is going to be a 30-in-1 summit. I get a really good spawn. This is one of my favorite areas of the map I like to play on free-for-all summit. You have so many views on the spawn right here. And yeah, I'm going to just tear people up in this particular spot. I like playing this spot and the spawn diagonal to this one at the other spawn. The kill streaks I'm running are Spy Plane, Attack Dogs, and Chopper Gunner. And unfortunately the Chopper Gunner really sucks on this map, but the Attack Dogs are pretty good. So it sort of makes up for it, but not really 100%. It's not like Jungle where the Attack Dogs and the Chopper Gunner are both amazing. Let's talk about something else other than the gameplay here for a second. Battlefield 3 is coming out in like 10 hours or something. By the time you see this video, it'll be out in like 10 hours. And I'm definitely going to play it, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to play it as much when it comes out because I have a lot of schoolwork. And the way my schoolwork worked out is that I either do all my work this week and get to play Modern Warfare 3 when it comes out a ton, or I get to do all my work next week and get to play Battlefield 3 a ton when it comes out. So I had quite a dilemma, but I decided to go with Modern Warfare 3 because, I don't know, I'm more of a Call of Duty fan. It's not that I don't really like Battlefield, it's just that Battlefield 3 is just more slow-paced, and I enjoy how in Call of Duty I can be Superman, get my Chopper Gunner and Attack Dogs, and destroy everything. You can't do that in Battlefield, really. I mean, you can get in a vehicle and tear people up, but you don't have something that just dominates everyone for a certain period of time, and you can't go into a game and be like, I'm gonna win this game because I am going to kill everyone. It doesn't work like that. You run out in Battlefield 3 out in the open, you're like, I'm gonna shoot some fuckers, you'll get blown up by a tank. And that's not a bad thing. I do like that about Battlefield. I like that there is an alternative to Call of Duty. Because Call of Duty, I think Call of Duty still will be the #1 game for first-person shooters for a very, very long time. Just because it's so popular right now, and it's so easy for new people to pick up and do well. Like, my uncle can pick up Call of Duty and do well in it, but in Battlefield, things are a little bit more complicated, and I don't know, it's got more of a learning curve for sure, because when I got into Battlefield, I was dying a lot, but over time, I learned to not rush things, and that's really the best way to be good at Battlefield, is just to not rush things and wait for things to happen, which is also one of the most frustrating things in Battlefield, because, I don't know, unless Battlefield 3 is ridiculously different, I just got the feeling from Battlefield Bad Company 2 that it was just really, really slow-paced, and I didn't like that at all. Now, I heard with Operation Metro, and apparently there's an infantry-only playlist in Battlefield 3. That's right up my alley for sure. With that being said, I will be playing a lot of Battlefield 3, just probably not as much as I'll be playing Modern Warfare 3, but it's really good to have an alternative to go to when you're really sick of a certain game. I know when I got sick of Call of Duty Black Ops, after a few months I picked up Battlefield Bad Company 2, played that for a few months, then I picked up Gears of War 3, played that for a few months. Now I'm back on Black Ops, and I'm having a lot of fun. If you take a break from a game and come back, you generally have a lot more fun than if you've been playing it the entire time. And plus, you actually sort of, I don't know, I felt like I improved my game after I started playing Gears of War 3. And just, I don't know, I feel like I'm a lot better after I came back after playing other games. I don't rush things as much as I used to. After playing Gears of War 3, I feel like I always have a Lancer, and I'm only going to shoot at someone if I know I can kill them now. So, you can notice that from the very first kill in the game. I waited to have my crosshairs basically perfectly on him before I started shooting, because I'm used to Gears of War 3 where you want to just burst people down really quick, because if you don't, they're just going to get behind cover and get their health back. Anyway, I do like the idea of having multiple FPS games to play online, and now that I have an Xbox, I actually have options on what I want to play on, like PC, where I really only had 2 choices. I remember back in the day when all there was Halo 2, and that got really boring. Like, just, I loved Halo 2, don't get me wrong, but that was like the only thing you could play, and ugh, it got boring after a while. But now that there's Battlefield and Call of Duty rampant, there's still Halo running around. There's a lot of other FPS games like Gears of War 3. There's just so many things you can play now, which is just awesome. And the more competition there is, the better it is for us, the consumer, because this means there's going to be the game companies are going to be held accountable now. Unlike Halo, where Halo 2 got away with a bunch of bullshit that they should have fixed but never did because they didn't have to. And now with Battlefield 3 and Call of Duty, those are the 2 main heavy hitter FPS games that either people are going to play one or the other or both. So there's going to be a lot of competition between those 2, and that's going to be good for us. That means there's going to be a lot less bugs. Battlefield 3 is probably going to be the best Battlefield they've ever made. Modern Warfare 3 is probably going to be the best Call of Duty they've ever made. But I do think that it's hilarious looking at all this YouTube Battlefield 3 hype, thinking like there's people that think this game's going to be like the greatest game of all time forever. And I don't know, I think it's just because there's so many kids that are just frustrated with Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is an extremely frustrating game. I have screamed at my TV when I've died to a fucking Claymore at 10 kills, one away from my dogs. And I don't know, I guess that's just something that comes with Call of Duty. Call of Duty, you're in love with it for that one game you do amazing on, but when you have that one game taken away from you, you just want to kill someone. And with Battlefield, you don't get that. You don't have that same kind of feeling. You don't have the Superman game where you are the greatest thing ever. That doesn't happen in Battlefield 3, so it's a lot less frustrating. But then again, it's a lot less rewarding. At least for me, I do like the feeling of being Superman and just being up in my chopper gunner with my attack dogs, killing everyone and just mowing everyone down. I love that. I think that's great. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. I am excited for Battlefield 3. I think it's going to be a great game. I know a lot of people misinterpret what I say just because I have an opinion on something, and they're like, "You're so negative. You're a hater, Zybeck. You're such a hater." But I'm going to play both games. That's just my opinion. I do think Battlefield 3 is a little bit overhyped, but I'm going to play it. I'm going to enjoy it. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later.